We are joined by someone who may have answers, or at least we'll try and probe to get some answers from Syed Naseer Hussain, General Secretary of the Congress Party, Rajya Sabha MP, someone who's very, very closely clued into Karnataka politics. Sir, very much thanks for joining us here on NDTV this evening. Let me come straight to you with the question. There's a lot of chaos. There have been a lot of cryptic statements that's been made. The power tussle is quite obvious to be denied. What is the party position on this? Will we have clarity over the weekend?
See, the party is in touch with both the leaders and the other MLAs in Karnataka. Our General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, Sri Randeep Singh Surjewalaji, is continuously in touch with all the MLAs, MLCs, party leaders, senior leadership, Chief Minister, PCC President and everyone. An assessment has already been done earlier, and even now when this thing has come up in public domain, he has tried to assess the situation on his own. Obviously, he will be putting up his report through the GSO to the party high command, and it will be discussed and resolved in the light of the feedback given by the General Secretary in charge.
Right, but Mr. Hussain, the timing of this escalation is also a little tricky for your party. So is there going to be a meeting over the weekend? Will you have clarity before the winter session of the parliament and also the assembly in Karnataka?
I think there should be clarity before the winter session starts because we do not want to go into the assembly session in Karnataka having these issues in the background. But party high command is very clear that we need to put an end and resolve this matter in the best possible way and at the earliest. Now, since the session also starts here on the 1st, and the entire leadership here will be in Delhi, so I think this is the best time to have a discussion over this issue and resolve this, because we also need to see that the government in Karnataka is halfway through. Like it's almost like 2.5 years since we have come into power. An assessment anyway has to be done as to what is happening. Are we delivering on our guarantees? Are we complying with the manifesto? Are we implementing the issues which we have taken up and promised to the people of Karnataka? An assessment has been done, and I, as an parliamentarian from Karnataka, I think that we have done a fair job till now, and but then that has to be assessed through the party structures in Karnataka, and also to the elected representatives.
Very interesting. You're saying that an assessment needs to be done about the government. We are in halfway mark. You're a veteran of Karnataka politics. You've seen many leaders. You've seen the twists and turns of this politics. Let me put this question straight to you, Mr. Naseer Hussain. Will there be a change of guard in Karnataka or not? Are you ruling that out?
See, I wouldn't be able to tell that to you right now, because I was not privy to what was discussed when a decision was taken after the 2023 elections, and only very few I think are privy to what actually happened at that time. Maybe 3-4 of them. What was said, what was not said, what was the language that was used, and what was the words that were exactly used. There's lots of rumors, there's lots of whispering, there's lots of campaign about that thing. But I think as the leadership will meet both this leader in the days to come, there will be more clarity and there will be a resolution to the entire issue.
Right. Mr. Hussain, will the Congress set the optics right? Because politics is so much about perception and optics, and Karnataka is amongst the few, but also the biggest state that is in your control. There seems to be a lot of war of words between these two camps here, and each camp is sending out its own message. There seems to be chaos and clutter. How are you going to resolve this?
See, as far as Congress party in Delhi right now is concerned, we do have a parliamentary strategy committee meeting on this Sunday in the evening before the parliament starts on Monday. And Monday morning we have an India Alliance plus other opposition parties floor leaders meeting for a strategy for the upcoming session. And then in the background of these developments have taken place. Nobody can ignore that. But at the same time, Congress knows that it needs to put the house in order. There will be issues when you have when you have an absolute majority, when you have lots of MLAs. There will be lots of issues. People, you can only have 15% of them being the part of the cabinet, council of ministers. There are lots of senior ministers, those have been left out. There are lots of representation for different districts which needs to be given. There are lots of pressure groups and interest groups that interplay in any parliamentary democracy. These issues will always be there. We need to resolve that. And also, the question that is there in everyone's mind will also be resolved very soon. And I wish that is done at the earliest.
You know, since you mentioned about the majority in the assembly, are you worried about the no confidence motion that the BJP plans to bring before the Congress in the state assembly during the winter session? Are you worried about the stability of the Congress government, that this entire chaos could result in perhaps a split of the party? Is that worry there?
If you have been a very seasoned journalist, you know what is happening in BJP. BJP, in order to put its house in order, is trying to do this. They tried to hunt for issues for the past 2.5 years. They were not successful in any one of them. We have been implementing the guarantees in a fantastic way. Law and order is very good there, and the governance has been fantastic under the Congress government there. So I don't think they have any issues. They try to rake up small issues to divide people here and there. It could be Mandya, it could be Mysore, it could be several other places, but they were not successful. And everyone knows what is happening in Karnataka BJP. So that's the reason to consolidate their own MLAs, to put their house in order. They're trying to resort to these tactics. There'll be no takers for that. I'm sure that maybe there'll be few MLAs from their own party who will be voting for us in the no confidence motion.
Okay. Syed Naseer Hussain, you are saying, while you're dismissing the BJP's problems, you're admitting that there is an issue within the Congress which needs to be resolved, and you are expressing confidence that it will be resolved. Let's see how this plays out. Thanks very much for joining us here this evening.